My name is Miss Anino, and I'm just doing an assignment on hazards that can be found in the home. I'm going to take you outside my door now so that I can be able to show you some of the hazards I have noticed that could happen in the home, taking these ones as an example. Follow me as I do that. Yeah, this is the passageway, and in this passageway, you can see that the whole place is dark. And then you can notice that there's a chair here, there's a bean bucket or something here, and then there are other cleaning items here also. You can also find out that the staircase is not properly lighted, and then that there's a vacuum cleaner here that is standing in this place that is dark. So I'll take you inside my room now so that I can be able to explain what is required of me on um, on the assignment that I'm asked to do. One of the first questions I'm asked is, what kind of hazard have I noticed? For me, I just named it stumble and fall or trip and fall kind of hazard in the home, and the location is in the home. The location is in the home. The second question, the third question I'm asked here is that why is it that I consider this a hazard? Well, I will say that the vacuum cleaner and the chair and other objects that is in the passageway near a dark staircase poses a trip and fall hazard because it is obstructing a pathway and it's not seen easily and clearly in a low light condition. Someone could bump into them and trip and fall and lose balance, leading to serious injury. Who is at risk and how are they at risk? I would say that all occupants in this house are at risk of the hazard that I just showed now, of a dark staircase and vacuum objects being placed on the dark corridor or passageway. Any visitor also that wants to come to this room or to any of the rooms upstairs may also be victims of the hazards also that may be at risk of this hazard. And also, how is it that they will be at risk? I would say that they may not notice the vacuum cleaner or the chair every other object that is there due to the port lightning over, and then they can now and if you notice that the staircase, the passageway with the chairs and those buckets had restricted the space someone could walk through. So those are the kind of ways that thing poses a hazard, and the kind of possible damages that may occur is that there could be physical injuries, there could be bruises, there could be fractures of the bones, there could be sprains, there could be head traumas also, and also psychological and emotional distress that could follow after such accidents in the home or hazards in the home. There are some damages that could occur. Who is legally responsible for this kind of hazard in the home? For me, the occupier of the premises, which is the home owner, in this case my landlord, is responsible for the hazard under the Occupiers Liability Act. The occupier in this case has a duty of care to ensure that every area of this home is safe for everyone, and good lighting is one of such ways he can do that, and also removing objects from storing away objects properly. How is the occupier at fault? By failing to remove or properly store the vacuum cleaner, the chairs, the buckets, and the other objects by this passageway, he is at fault. Secondly, the homeowner did not provide adequate lighting on and near and around the staircase to make the hazards clearly visible. Also, to prevent or minimize this risk, what can be done by the occupier? The occupier should store the vacuum cleaner, the chairs, and other objects in a safe location away from the staircase yes, should steer it away from the staircase, and then ensure that the staircase and the area around it is well lighted, and you can also regularly take a walk to see what needs to be repaired, to ensure that everything in the house is working properly, and then and attend to them promptly if they find anything that is a potential hazard. Also, the last question here says, what is the defense available to the at fault person? Well, in this case of these hazards in this home, with this staircase and all the chairs and all those poor lighting and the vacuum cleaner being on the way, the at fault person could say that may be distracted. I may have been distracted from by my phone call or by not looking properly. So for that reason, I contributed to the negligence, to the hazard, which is a contributory negligence, where he may get away with it and reduce his liability proportionate to what he feels or what is felt to be my negligence in it. Thank you. 2. Injury caused in a retail store by sharp objects to demonstrate hazards in grocery or retail store. Hello, this is the Lorama and brush roller cleaner, and this is a pro potting knife. Yeah. Why will sharp objects in a retail store be considered a hazard? Some might use the sharp objects to cut or stab themselves. Or how? Who is at risk and how? All categories of customers are at risk, and staff also. How? Some might use the sharp objects to cut or stab another person or themselves intentionally or by accident, thereby causing deep and severe lacerations, injuries, deep cuts, and even death. Who is legally responsible? The store owner, in this case Dolorama, is legally responsible if customers are injured and the customer can sue for damages. However, if the injured person is an employee, most of them are not allowed by Ontario law to sue under the Workplace Safety and Insurance Act, but they can get workers' compensation benefit under the workers' compensation system. How are they at fault if they fail to place signages that will caution or secure or restrict access into places where these sharp objects are displayed? Also, if they fail to ensure proper arrangement of items in the store, especially in the areas where the sharp objects are displayed, and if the staff responsible neglect regular checks in the arrangement of shelves and placement of signages, how can this hazard be prevented? What are the measures that can be taken? 1, you have to train staff on proper handling of sharp objects, the use of right protective equipment, and following safety procedures in a section of the display of the sharp objects. 2, they can restrict access to places where these sharp objects are displayed, e.g. by placing them in lockers with keys. They can also place a warning or caution signages around the area where these sharp objects are displayed. Then supervisors and managers should inspect shelves regularly to ensure that areas with sharp objects are properly supervised and well arranged. What are the defenses available? 1, intervening acts. If they can prove that another customer's act caused the injury, then they can use it as a defense. Also, contributory negligence. If they can prove that the shopper grabbed the items carelessly or recklessly or was distracted either by phone, etc., thereby not paying attention to signages or what they intend to buy, then they can claim that too as a defense for why the accident occurred and they are not responsible. Also, if they can prove that they have taken reasonable and implemented adequate safety protocols, but the incident still occurred, then they can say that they had exercised reasonable care in ensuring that the accident is averted, e.g. placing caution, danger, warning signs. And if they can prove that they give periodic training to staff, these are some defenses that may be available to the store owner. Thank you.